this episode of Travelogue, we set out for an adventure-packed journey in ORDOS City, Inner Mongolia. Think lush green grasslands? Well, think again. This city has China's 7th largest desert, so we're gonna get on a camel's back and drive through the sand dunes in a 4x4. Come with us as things heat up. We start our journey from Songshan, the city center of ORDOS in Inner Mongolia, and head off 55 miles down south to the musical Sand Ravine. The best way to get there is by joining a tour bus. It's situated at the northern edge of the Kubuchi Desert.
Welcome to Travelogue. I'm Greta Georges. We are in ORDOS, Inner Mongolia. And nope, it's not going to be in the grasslands, but in the desert. That's right, it's going to be a hot episode, and we're going to have tons of fun, you and I.
This is one of the first desert roadways in China. It can transport up to 570 people in an hour.
Oh, that's cool. What is that? This is great. I hope they don't get irritated by this, though. Yeah, they should be fine. Should we go meet the camels? Okay. All right, let's go. Yay! You know, the camel is such a beautiful mythical creature that you read about in books. But to see it up close and personal like this, camel to men, it's incredible. I mean, I've not really experienced something quite like this, you know. It's on the list of to-do to ride a camel in a desert, and I'm so excited we're doing this. And they smell a bit funny, but I'm liking it. And what's really interesting is that he almost has like a little nose stud, and they're hooking this little rope through their noses, so they walk in a straight line. Hold on, she's gonna stand up. Oh yeah, we're going up. Whoa, this is way cool.
This musical Sand Ravine packs one of the biggest camel crowds in China. In their humps is fatty tissue, which breaks down into water to cool down their bodies.
Hey, hello, hi. Look at their hoofs. Their feet are like these little booties that we've got, so it really makes, you know, walking on the sand a lot easier naturally. Whoa, that's a giraffe. Thanks, Snow White. You're a beauty. Nothing beats sitting on a camel in the middle of the desert. Fantastic. You have to come do this. All right, and then there's the train. Choo-choo.
On this barren desert canvas, the locals have painted a picture of their own. They have added one of the first trains in this environment in China, turning up the tourist dollars chugging in.
It's super cool to hear the sound of a horn of a train in the middle of the desert just chugging through. It's not something you can even imagine. It's a bit like a little piece of your dream that just came true. You know, it's like a natural Disneyland without all the fluffy stuff. It's cool for adults.
The singing Sand Ravine really does have a voice, apparently. This desert rises up 110 meters and slopes off at a gradient of 45 degrees. Every footstep here sets off a reverberating sound of sliding sand. Well, at least for most people. Maybe the wind wasn't blowing in the right direction for me. If you don't hear the music, you can still slide down the dunes or build magnificent sand castles. I asked these travelers what they thought of the place.
Have you ever been to a desert before?
No. No, we haven't been to a desert before, so we thought we'd see what a desert is like in China.
Oh, hi. What are you looking forward to on this trip?
A good time.
A good time, yes. So doing something unusual. I mean, camel riding is not something you can do in England, obviously. We don't have any deserts, so this is just something really unusual, and to do in the middle of China where you wouldn't expect it is just quite fantastic.
Unusual as it is, it's downhill all the way from now.
We are just standing by right now, and we're going to go down this massive, huge slide. It's obviously a sand dune, and people are just hanging out, just getting it on. Okay, I'm going to go.
After tumbling down the sand dunes, our stomachs were rumbling for lunch. You can choose to feast in a dinner hall beside the entrance of the desert.
This is really awesome. We're at the musical sand dune right now, and I'm sitting in this massive banquet hall having awesome yummy food. But best of all, we're here to witness a Mongolian wedding. Yep, that's right. You can see the whole festivities, and we're soaking up the fanfare. It's pretty cool.
The mock bridal banquet has begun. If you want your share of the spotlight, offer the bride and groom who had been married more than 100 times the traditional Mongolian toast. The first flick of your finger signifies blessing to the heaven, the second to the earth, and the third to yourself.
Good luck, enjoy the afternoon, and best wishes.
This is 7-Star Lake, and these are natural occurring lakes in the middle of the Kubuchi Desert. Now, it's 200 kilometers away from ORDOS City, so you can either rent a car or join a tour group, and it's well worth the sight. I'll tell you, there are even water sports activities.
The 7-Star Lake, located in Kubuchi Desert, consists of 7 lakes that mirror the Big Dipper, a famous 7-star constellation in the night skies. The biggest of them all is Iketautu Lake. Unique and teeming with life, this water body is the target of the government's promotion of desert ecotourism. A lake and marvelous greenery in the middle of an arid desert is an unusual sight. But even more jaw-dropping is that you can go fishing too. The water here looks unexpectedly refreshing. Some folks have pitched a tent and they look like they're on a mission.
Hey, hello. Hi, guys. Hello. Hi, you're fishing.
Yeah.
So is it your first time here?
Yes.
Where are you from? Which part of
I'm
China?
from Hohhot.
From Hohhot. Awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone fishing before?
No, it's my first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's also my first time. I'd love to have a go as well. 我可以试一下吗？可以。All right, that went well. 可以吗？
Iketautu is the biggest and one of the most developed lakes here. You can soak up a healthy dose of fun and catch some thrills and spills. The high-octane action includes racing a motor car across the gravel road, jet skiing, and feeling the power of the desert wind on a speedboat. If spectator sport is more of your thing, you can marvel at the wonders of Mother Nature here. The total surface area of the 7-Star Lake is 8.89 square kilometers, and the greenery is spectacular. Sitting by the lake here is a rare treat for any city dweller.
Hi, 你好。Very good. 你要保护我哈。I trust this guy. 我非常信任你，因为你看很壮。我先下吧。好，我自己下。All right. 我自己上吧。我坐前面，你坐后面。All right. I'm going.
Jet skis can be a real blast of fun anywhere in the world, but on a lake in the middle of the desert, it can certainly be a ride of a life. If you've never tried it, I highly recommend giving it a go. And the best part about this is the blue sky and green fields that literally transports you to Cloud 9. But let's hear what the others have to say about this place.
Who are you here with?
I'm here with my family. We're just traveling. Take a look at Inner Mongolia. It's very beautiful around here. It's very nice. It's have everything, the green stuff. Also have a desert, so you can take a look at a little bit lakes. So it's very unique and it's very different from the rest of the China.
What have you enjoyed the most out of this trip?
Mostly I'm very enjoyed to see the deserts, a lot of sands. So it's very unusual. It reminds me some other countries like Egypt or take a look Sahara Desert. It's pretty much the same, but the weather is really nice here.
What surprised you the most about Mongolian culture?
I found that people are very open. Once you know to them, they're open to you, they try to teach you, and if you try to learn a little bit Mongolian, it will be helpful to you and will help you to make new friends.
Have you? This place is really tranquil and peaceful, but what's the best part about it is that you can get to choose different types of accommodation. Now there's the Western-style Mongolian yurt, or this. It's really cool. Come check it out. Look. From the outside, it looks like a traditional Mongolian yurt, but in the inside, you've got your creature comforts. You can lie on the comfortable bed, and there's even air conditioning for the summertime. So this is really cooling. Your very own bathroom too. Sweet.
Traditional Mongolian yurts don't come with toilets. Hence my excitement when I discovered that this little room came very well equipped. There is a variety of accommodation here, including Western-style cottages which look like your very own haven under the sun.
Do you know what? This is like my own little piece of heaven. I mean, I'm sitting here in a cottage that looks like it should belong to somewhere in Europe, but it's here in the middle of the desert, and it's so quaint and picturesque here. I just feel like just having a nap, really. See you later.
But my rest was short-lived, as lunchtime was coming up, and I was invited to a traditional Mongolian meal. Impossible to refuse.
哇，你们现在保留这个蒙古包是用来做什么的？
轻轻的就接待在客人。
啊，
是保留蒙古娘子的文化。
哦，好，谢谢。
这是我们蒙古的最高的礼节。
哦，好，好。It's like the highest honor, I think, for the guests. 结婚天好。
是蒙古族的最高的礼节，敬地、敬天、敬地、敬自己。
好啊，就这样子，敬天、敬地，然后敬自己，还有敬大家。谢谢，好好。谢谢谢谢，哇，你们这么好好好。你们有这么好美味佳肴在这边，都是蒙古餐吗？
这是奶食品。
奶食品。
这个是酸奶，是
艾勒格。
这个是沙漠上长的沙葱。
它呢？
这是我们讨厌的羊肉，尝一尝。
好，谢谢谢谢。
不用谢。
特别好。
Yummy.
好吃吧
Really good. 很好吃。Oh, great, man. I'm Mongolian heaven.
能不能我唱一首辽阔的草原？
好好好。长调。It's fantastic. Great Mongolian food, Mongolian friends, Mongolian hospitality and music.
This is the historical Mongolian folk music style dating back to the 7th century AD, the long tune, and it's accompanied by the horsehead fiddle. The music is hauntingly beautiful. It seems to express the hardships experienced in the grassland with the extreme temperatures and emotional challenge of moving around as a nomadic tribe. The Kubuchi Desert is the 7th largest desert in China. We came to this quaint family-run guest house, which cost 200 RMB a night. They had a decent canteen and served up breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wow, we just arrived last night and I had such a good rest inside. You know, I'd never expected this. Like in the middle of the desert, they've got such a great accommodation. Can't really see anything at night. Actually, you know what? You should come in and have a look. It's pretty cool. Isn't this cool? This is my bed. I mean, it looks a little hard, and northern people call this kang, and that's what they used to stay in. But I think after you've been traveling through the night and you're dog-tired, this is a dream. You just sleep like a baby, trust me. And we even have, ta-da, a TV in the middle of the desert. Can you believe it? Now, the best part is this, running water. You can't believe it. I mean, it's cool and crisp, and it's slightly hot outside, so this is rudimentary, but it's like a 5-star hotel for me. All right, let's go out and get some of the action and start exploring.
The best way to enjoy the desert is to jump on one of these, an open-top truck. It costs 40 RMB for a ride. Inner Mongolia's barren land throws out some unique weather conditions, so come prepared. During the day, you can experience the world's highest temperatures, but darkness can bring a cold, frosty night. The dramatic contrast is due to the absence of cloud covers during the night, which would otherwise prevent heat from escaping. But don't let the elements stop you from experiencing the desert in all her splendid glory.
How awesome is this? I mean, this monster truck is what they use to maneuver around the desert. How huge is this tire? I could hide underneath it. I mean, you need something as sturdy and hard as this to really feel the awesomeness of this desert. It's so vast and it's powerful. I mean, you just feel Mother Nature at its best, and you can experience this ride through climbing up this truck. I mean, it's pretty safe. You've got great seats here. I mean, you can see out in the open. This is quite an experience.
There's another way to soak up fun in the sun here.
All right, so we're getting ready for an awesome, amazing adventure. Now, I met these guys last night, so word has it that they're going on a super trail, and I'm tagging myself along. Hello, ni hao. Hi. Hi, Wang Shifu. Hello, 大家. As you can see right now, we're just getting ready. 我们现在做好准备，对吗? This is the guy that I'm going to trust my life with. He is the guy who knows everything about the desert. He's about what we were chatting last night. 你有10年的经验吧? 10 years of experience. I mean, look at that face. He will protect me. I know. I'm going to trust you. He's been up in sandstorms and lots of terrible situations, as we covered last night.
Preparations are on the way for a safe trip ahead.
安全带系好了. 安全带系好. This feels like the real thing. Oh my goodness.
大家都准备好了吗？准备好就出发了啊！
There are some professional companies like Huang's, which offer a safe and exciting ride into the desert. You need to spend a minimum of 1,500 RMB per person per day with at least 4 people in your group to set off on such an adventure.
We're just driving through in the sand dunes, and oh gosh, this is when it really gets started and really gets kicking. You can hear the engine roaring. This Mitsubishi is nuts. Every single path in this desert is just undulating, and it's completely bumpy.
But I know I'm in good hands. Huang told me that he once traversed the Tungali Desert in 9 days and encountered a sandstorm that sent gravel flying and sandblasted cars. This steady Eddie led the team out through the ordeal by constantly pushing them forward. If any car had to stop, it would sink into the shifting sand dunes. Things can go wrong very quickly, so be sure to sign up with a car operator with heaps of experience.
Okay, looks like we've got a little desert hump problem. We're kind of stuck in there. So now what we're going to do? 我们现在要做什么呢？挂绳子，把这个车从后面拉出去。Okay, 挂绳子，因为我们现在彻底在沙子里啊 we're stuck. So what we're going to try to do is he's going to try and drag us down. Okay, 可以，我们就挂绳子吧。This should be fun.
The Kubiti Desert here in China takes a page out of Arabian Nights with its powdered yellow sand and high dunes. It's nothing like the brownish stretch of soil found in Russia or the rocky desert in the US. And that's what makes this 4x4 drive here so exciting. These cars are heavily modified and well equipped to deal with the tricky terrain here. One thing that stuck in my head was Huang's travel warning. He told me that one of the scariest things is to drive through the pitch black dark night when you have no idea how drastic the drop is.
That was awesome. You know, I never imagined just being up in the sand dunes was going to be so different. We're just taking 5, you know, because you need to take a rest and just chill out, man. You're so safe with this man. 谢谢你。
谢谢。
You know, 这是真的是太美丽了。那边是什么山来的？
那边是英山山脉。
英山山脉。Isn't that's Yingshan Mountain? That's where, you know, they used to have, I think, fierce battles out there in the frontier. That's the Yellow River. 黄河就在那边中间，对吗？
黄河就在英山的下面。对。
One thing that struck in my head was Huang's travel warning. He told me that one of the scariest things is to drive through the pitch black night when you have no idea how drastic the drop is. So it's time to pitch a tent. And the upside is spending a night in a desert, which is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Time seems to stand still in all the desert's glory.
Let me see. Maybe I should help you on this side. All right. So 你们经常来这边吗？经常来。一个人不能自己来，对吗？你需要好朋友。You need to have friends. All right. I think this is going to happen. Is it? 可以吗？那边拉下。All right. I just pretend to know what I'm doing. Actually, I don't. Nice. It's easier to pitch a tent when you got that many people to do it. So you definitely want to come to the desert with lots more other experienced hands who know, you know, basically the weather, the supplies, the route. You know, make sure you have your GPS, and of course, these very strong, sturdy Mongolian men. 你好壮哦。Such a beautiful town. I've had such a great time from the people with their warm, hospitable, you know, ways, and the milk tea they've been serving me. their music that they've shared with me with the horsehead fiddle. I mean, it's just such a beautiful land because the people here just give and they expect nothing in return. And it's a magical time as well. The scenery here is just splendid. You know, I rode on the lakes and it's really something that I would take with me forever. And just being here in the desert, it's like the climax of my trip because it reminds me of how vast and open this place is, and it's also how vast and open their hearts are to receive foreigners. So if you are looking for an adventure in your life and you want to do a little soul searching, then I highly recommend you come to ORDOS. I'm Greta Georges, and this has been Travelogue. Oh, where are we driving to? ORDOS, I really love you. There are beautiful people and lots of sad. It's too hot, so let's just camp.